So it's time. It's time for another Truly Bedrock episode, and this one, it's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be pretty big because I have some things to show you guys. But first things first, in the last episode, we created this fish farm here, and this is collecting up a ton of bones for us. All I have to do is AFK over in this area, the fish spawn in, and then they head to that center spot in the middle where they die, and I collect all of their bones underneath down here. So absolutely beautiful. I have a few bones in here and a few bones in here, and I haven't really been AFKing here very much because I don't have anything that uses bone meal at the moment. So this is not really super useful to us right now. But it will be later, don't you worry about that. We are definitely going to have some farms that use bone meal very soon. But that is not what we are going to be working on in today's episode. In fact, we need to head away from the industrial district for a little while and head back over to the base because I have been doing some live streams over on my Twitch page and... Why are you looking at the top of my head? Hello? Can you see me? I'm still here. Oh, please fly. Anyway, now that we're back on the ground and you can see my eyes, hello. Anyway, as I was saying, we have been doing a ton of work over on my Twitch live streams. And if you're not following me over there, I highly recommend doing it because I have already laid out the plan for my base over on those live streams. I told everybody what I was going to be doing for my base this season, and now I'm going to relay that over to you guys. But if you wanted to know initially, well, you needed to follow the live stream. Anyway, what is the plan for this season? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do kind of a different style of base this season. Instead of doing a very technical base or a very just beautiful base, we're going to do more of a art piece for a base. So I guess let me explain with a very small representation. This spot looks like it'll work for a small scale model, so what we're going to do first and foremost for our base is we are going to change the landscape of the savanna biome into a hellscape, basically an entire biome that looks like the surface of hell. So we're going to have fire, we're going to have black stone, we're basically going to change the entire area on the surface of the world into something that is very creepy and very scary looking. Above that, we are going to have a massive platform right up here, like this, and that is going to be our floating island. So we're going to have a hellscape right below a floating island, and then on top of that floating island, we are going to have a gigantic palace. And then above that palace, let's just build up here. We're going to have to do a little bit of boom, something like that, a little bit of something. So, above that palace, we're going to have a giant black hole all the way at the world height. So our base is pretty much going to encompass from the bottom of the world all the way up to the maximum build height. This is a really poor scale model, by the way. And that's the basic idea for our base this season. It's going to be more of an art piece than anything. The idea is that the surface is going to be represented as hell, and hell is going to be reaching up toward this utopian floating island. And if the utopia is too good, then they will rise into the sky and be sucked up by the black hole, basically being sucked up by everything that's around it. Everything's going to take over that utopia. But if the utopia is too bad, then they will descend down into hell. So the utopia is going to sit right in between being too good, where they would be sucked up and destroyed, and too bad, where they would be destroyed by the evils of hell. It's kind of a dark piece, but boy is it going to be cool. So that is the general idea for the base this season, but I think I want to start with probably the centerpiece of the entire area, and that is the palace structure. The palace is going to be the thing that sits in the center, and it's really the thing that needs to bring eyes to it the most. So I think I want to start constructing that first and foremost. So we needed a pretty big platform way in the sky for us to fit this palace on. So on our Twitch live stream, we did exactly that. We got ourselves a massive 40 chunk dirt platform here in the air above where our storage area is. And this is where our platform, where our palace is eventually going to sit. And as you can tell, it's going to be big. It's going to be really big. And I have actually already designed the palace that's going to go on top of this platform, but I'm actually not going to show it in video yet. If you guys want to see the spoiler, then you can go to the community tab that is here on the YouTube channel, or you can go to my Twitter or Instagram, but I'm not going to show it in video yet because I think it's too amazing, and yeah, some of you guys probably won't like the spoilers, but the palace is already planned, and now we just need to gain all the materials for it. And like I said, that platform up there is 40 chunks big, which means our palace is going to be 40 chunks big. It is absolutely massive, which means it's going to use a ton of materials. In fact, it's going to use over 21,000 blocks for the palace structure itself. It's big. It's big, and that's just the palace. That's not the floating island. That's not the hellscape. That's not the black hole. That's just the palace. Is 21,000 blocks. That's insane. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what all we're going to need in order to build this palace. First and foremost, we're going to need sandstone. We're going to need a lot of sandstone in order to build this thing, which I have already started collecting up a bit. I'm probably going to do some more sandstone collecting over on live streams or something, but as you can see here, I do have some shulker boxes that are filled with smooth sandstone, regular sandstone, stuff like that that we're going to need. And I believe it's going to take us 9 shulkers just of the smooth sandstone. So we're going to have to come back through and smelt all of this regular sandstone into smooth. So probably going to have to get a super smelter at some point in order to run through all of these shulkers relatively quickly. But yeah, sandstone collection, check. The next major component of the build is going to be dark prismarine as well as prismarine and prismarine bricks. And I don't have any of that. I don't have a guardian farm, but I have talked to Jessie B, and she told me that she would provide me with all of the prismarine that I need for the build for 40 diamonds, and if I provide the ink sacs, because nobody on the server right now, for the most part, has a squid farm. I think Foxy may have one, but even that I'm not entirely sure about. So yeah, I have enough sandstone. I have prismarine lined up for 40 diamonds, but we don't have a squid farm. So that's what we're going to rectify in today's episode. So back over to the industrial district we go, and the squid farm that we're going to be creating today is not going to be the fastest squid farm for all updates of Minecraft. In fact, the squid farm that I'm creating is basically just something temporary. Because if you guys didn't know, whenever I built my fish farm in the last episode, I did try to convey this, but yeah, apparently something was lost in translation. The reason that I did my fish farm like this is because Minecraft actually has a bug right now where fish do not spawn in bubble columns and they do not spawn in flowing water. So this is going to be remedied in the next update, and they will start spawning in bubble columns and flowing water again, but for right now, that is not the case. That is not how these things spawn. Well, it's the same thing for squid. Squid will not spawn in flowing water or in bubble columns right now in the latest update of Minecraft. Now, I know, this is going to be fixed. This is going to be guys, hey, this is going to be comment, this is going to be fixed. But guess what? Who knows when that update's going to come out, and I need squid ink like now. So I can't wait for it to be fixed. I need a squid farm. So that's what we're going to do today. Quit typing in my comments, Timmy. I know that it's going to be fixed. However, the water flowing and the bubble columns are not the only issues that Bedrock Edition has when it comes to squids. Squids also have one more issue, and that's that they're not spawning in deep ocean like they're supposed to be right now. Right now, if you come into the deep ocean, you may get one every now and then, but more than likely, they spawned on the coast and have swam out into the deep ocean. But there's not a ton of spawns for squid in any of the deep ocean biomes. So the best option is to either make it right off the coast in like a beach biome, or to make it in a river biome. That's going to be your best bets for a squid farm in the current version of Minecraft. Guess what? This is going to be fixed. You know, I'm saying all of this, and I know that now people are just going to go into the comments and be like, hey, Killer Drone, you know this is fixed in the next update, right? Just because you guys can now, and I'm opening the opportunity. I imagine that every comment is going to be this now. Killer Drone! Hey, Killer Drone! Hey, dude! Hey, dude! Did you know it's going to be fit? Hey, Killer! Hey, you! Hey, did you know it's going to be fit? Are you mad? Yo, dude, you mad, bro? You mad? You mad, bro? To which I'm going to say, no, I'm not mad, guys. Just disappointed. I'm gonna bring out the old mom making you feel bad thing. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. So anyway, we know the things that we now have to overcome. We have to have no bubble columns in the spawning area for squids. We have to have no flowing water in the spawning area for squids. And we also have to do this over top a river biome so that we actually have squid spawn in that area. So I've already picked out the perfect place for this. If we go ahead and fly past our bone farm just a little ways over into this biome, you will see right on the other side of this little abandoned portal thingy, there's a huge section of river right here. A massive, massive section of river that we can use to make our squid farm. Like, this is a huge cross section of river, and this is where I'm going to put the whole thing. Now, our squid farm is going to double up as a fish farm, and that's because, well, there's no real way to limit fish in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, where there is a way to limit fish in Java Edition. That's just not possible in this edition of the game. So we're not going to be able to stop fish from spawning, so this is going to double as a second fish farm, but we'll also be getting squid ink from this thing as well. So that's one benefit. And thanks to Dan Rob's Probs, we also are able to verify that this entire area here, for the most part, except for like this corner here, this is all a river biome, because with his add-on that we have here on the server, as you can see, whenever I'm standing in a plains biome, it says plains biome. But the second that I stand on this piece of sand, we're in a river biome. So this is a pretty big cross section that we can use for the river. Now, let's just build up the farm. And one of the interesting things that we can do on Bedrock is squid can spawn on any height. That includes way up in the air. So, like all Bedrock Edition farms, we are going to start off by going 50 blocks into the air so that everything on the ground will hopefully despawn. Baby pigs. Baby pigs are still here. You know, these things are a pain too. I can't wait until that bug is fixed as well. How many bugs am I going to highlight in today's episode? I wonder, because these guys, in case you guys don't know, in the last episode I did mention it, but the baby pigs, yeah, they're a bug. They don't grow up, and then they don't really despawn either. They're a big pain. They're a massive pain. So after going up a little bit higher, finally those baby pigs have despawned, so I assume that we are out of the range of all of the animals on the surface being able to spawn in. Now, I'm just going to make a platform over top all of these different stone blocks that we have laid out here in this rectangle. So I'm just going to come over like this, and we're going to make a giant platform out of stone. Okay, so there is the layout for the farm way up into the air. Now what we're going to do is we are going to section off each area into 3x3 spaces. So as you can see here, we have a 3x3 like this with some magma blocks around the outside edge. And then here in the middle block, we're also going to place a magma block. So what we'll have is a 3x3 enclosed with a magma block in the center. We're going to do this all the way across this entire platform. So what we would have over here would be like this like so. So we have a 3x3 again, and then we would come around with our magma blocks just like this, remove this one in the center, and place a magma block there. So that is going to be our layout for the entire farm all the way around. And then what we're going to do is just come up with 3 high walls all the way around this thing. And I just popped over here into my testing world. This is a backup of the Truly Bedrock server. Basically, it's just an exact copy of the seed of seed 70 from the Truly Bedrock server. And trying to test out this squid farm, and I told you guys that we needed 3 high walls, but that's not actually true. It does look like this will work with just a 1 high wall all the way around the platform with water on top. So yeah, this works. This 100% works. We won't need nearly as much water or stone. So back here on the actual Truly Bedrock world, and let's go ahead and do this. 1 high wall all the way around this thing, fill it with water, and then we need to get some mine carts running underneath this platform here, picking up all of the drops. So there we go, 1 high water all the way across the entire platform, and now, as you can see, we have some fish spawning, but no squid as of yet. Now, again, the squid are going to be sharing spawning spaces with the fish, so I expect that we're not going to have the fastest rates in the world with this farm. I kind of know that that's coming, but hopefully we can at least see a couple of squid in here to confirm that this is indeed working and I haven't messed something up royally. I don't think that I have. I mean, it's literally just magma blocks, water, and stone. I mean, how do you mess that up? But crazier things have happened on Bedrock Edition. And there we go. There we go. There is our first squid spawning into our trap here and dying. Our first little bit of squid ink. Not bad at all. Okay, so I imagine that these guys are going to spawn better the further that I get away from this thing as well. So if we get like, I don't know, 15 or so blocks away, this thing should work a little bit better. So I'll probably set up some type of platform for me to AFK at somewhere around here. There's another squid. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Not bad at all. So we need another platform underneath this platform with a hopper minecart on it just to collect up all of the materials from this farm. So go ahead and pick that up. Not bad. This thing's oh look, more squid. Oh, this thing's working like a charm. It is. It's working like a charm, baby. Okay, so I need some iron for rails. I need some powered rails. I'm gonna need a hopper minecart. And I think just a general redstone box should do. I don't know that I have any of that over here. I'm probably gonna have to head back to the base. I'm pretty sure I removed all of that kind of stuff from here and brought it back in my redstone box. And after a few hours and a few mining trips, this thing is now done. I had to go and collect up some more redstone and some more stone and stuff, but this farm is now working. So, I'm not sure that this is the best layout by any means, but it does work. It does work, and it kills the squid almost immediately because when they spawn on any block, for the most part, any block that they move to, they are going to die, which is really kind of efficient. That means that these guys are going to be killed almost immediately after they spawn, and that makes room for more things to spawn in. Now, as you can tell, we are getting a ton of fish in this area, and there's really not a whole lot I can do about that, to be honest with you. The fish are just going to spawn in because it is a river biome, which means that we're going to have squid and fish in here, and there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. But if we head down this ladder, there we go. If we head down this ladder here, we have a small storage area right here with a chest, and whenever the minecart comes back to dock, which it should be coming back here in just a moment. Okay, so I guess it can't bounce off of a stone block? That's interesting. Didn't know that, but hey, we do have some ink sacs and stuff in here. So I guess, let me just... Okay, there we go. I can push that out of the way. Let's remove this redstone block. All right, stone block with a lever on the side of it, and that should fix our issue. Now those redstone powered rails should theoretically be powered. Let's see if we can get down there and check them out. Yes, they are indeed powered. Perfect. So let's go ahead and build back up and let's get out of there. Hello, Skeletor. I know I need to light up this edge, don't I? Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the reminder. But this should now be this entire thing done, hopefully. Whenever this thing passes by, I'm going to check its inventory. 11 ink sacs. So whenever it comes back over here, it should park itself if this circuit is set up correctly. And of course. So I tried to use this circuit in the last episode, and some of you guys were like, oh, it's because you had the powered block above the rail. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I had remembered I tried this in a creative world, and no, this didn't work. This didn't work because it just doesn't shut off this rail fast enough. So, yeah, kind of a problem. Unless I need to do like 2 rails here. Maybe if I swap this one out for another powered rail? Will that work? Well, that seems to be working thus far. Everything's unloading. Yep, this was exactly what I was afraid of. It's powered back on, and the minecart doesn't go anywhere. Because it's not, yeah, it's not against that block. Dang it! Okay, stupid Bedrock edition. Gotta go and use that other design that Prowl came up with. And here we go. Touchdown, nice, and unloading, perfect. And now it should take off when it's empty. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of salmon. I mean, I guess this thing has gone multiple times through without unloading, though. And we're up to 36 ink sacs. 36 ink sacs, and this thing's only been running for like 5 minutes or so. That's not bad. That's not bad. If I leave this AFK overnight, this whole chest will be full. In fact, we can probably fill multiple chests just by sitting around here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more hoppers though, and some more chests, because, yeah, I literally have 1 hopper. I have chests, but I only have 1 hopper. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I do believe that is going to be where I wrap up for today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day. You know, this episode actually went a lot smoother than I thought it would. I mean, Squid Farm in, I kind of explained what my base plans were. I mean, that'll really come together more whenever I start actually creating the palace. But you know what? I'm happy. I feel like we did good today. I do.